24 Apple, take 10. Here we go. Watch this. All right, here we go.
Just like downtown.
And movimento.
Buona fortuna.
Action.
Everybody tells you, don't do it. Don't go film this movie on boats and things. Do a different sort of story. And you know, they're right, it turns out.
I remember that was one of the most fantastic things, diving in that tank. That was like really fun. I don't remember it being uncomfortable.
You don't?
I don't. No, but memory's selective, right?
Well, I'll remind you of that. The first day we got in the water, and the water was cold.
Outside of Ponza?
Wherever the hell we were in the tank.
Oh, in the tank, yeah.
We were in the tank. The first day the water was cold, like 54. They basically got it out of a fire hydrant, came right into the water. It was 54. And we would come out of the water after about the first take, the first session down there, we were in there for about 40 minutes, something like that. We came out, up on the water, and they had big, like fireman's hoses of hot water that they poured on us. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
And they poured the hot water on us. Says, okay, then go back in. Well, the next time we were only able to stay in there about 20 minutes.
I do remember.
And then we came out again. They poured us the hot water, and they had to pour us even longer. And then the next time we were only in there for 10 minutes. And then we came out, and they were pouring us with hot water, and everyone was like.
I never spent any time on anybody else's movie sets but my own. I didn't learn the way you do the stuff. I love to have people around where whatever weird thing I'm going to ask for or whatever wrong way I'm going to approach something isn't going to surprise them or throw them off. They're going to be able to accommodate that, and you know, and hopefully they'll be able to to enjoy that.
Because he wants the shots to be perfect, you know, the shooting to be perfect, I don't really get locked. I never lock into how he wants it to get done. I sort of, every take is different. I sort of fly through them. I have fun with different words, different phrases. And then after we do a handful of them, he'll actually come and say, okay, I like this one, this word here, I like this phrase here, I like this, like that, I like this, like that, I like this, like that. And then I try to do it all at once, you know. But it's fun for me to just go, to just sort of release the lines and just let them fly.
Hybrid invented things, you know. Just the team Zissou with those ridiculous outfits. Okay, they come from someplace, but they're totally invented. I love this kind of thing. A mixture of very theatrical, rooted in some, you know, with some sort of reality base, but heightened. I like this.
Film that takes place underwater, and this whole sort of relationship with the sea and the undersea world, and all the undersea creatures in this movie are going to be created via animation. And the animation won't be computer animation. The animation is going to be stop motion, traditional animation, where we're building models and, you know, little sculptures which are being built in San Francisco by Henry Selick and his crew. And he's going to be animating all these characters, and then they're going to be placed into the scene. So there will be, you know, technology used to marry the two worlds together, but both the things are going to be actual created objects.
This was not a stop-motion puppet. This was a puppet that we put in a water tank. It was a water puppet, and it had to be really flexible. And basically, Miguel sculpted this so that it would already be kind of in a swimming position. So when we put it in the tank, we had a little umbrella, a mechanical umbrella over here, that basically can be pulled, and each tentacle was anchored on one of these, and basically it was pulled through the water.
The plans weren't working, and you know, as a result of which we went 20 days over schedule. I don't know if you remember that. 20 days is a pretty good hunk. I mean, that's you know, that could have been, for all we know, that could have been half a movie, you know. And we went $8 million over budget. Well, these days nobody would let us go $8 million over. How would we go $8 million over? But what $8 million?
Is there any shortcut to learning the things that you've learned without having done that. So isn't that a great thing, you know?
I know, I agree. I feel like we made a thing that's, you know, I mean, we did our movie.
Anybody feel like going for a ride?
Next theme, take one.
I hooked a rhinestone bluefin on a rope to give him something to eat.